Good evening, everyone. I hope you are well. Happy New Year. Yes. 4th of January. Happy New Year, everyone. Get back in the light. Good evening, everyone. I hope you had a lovely Christmas and Happy New Year and all that. Flowers, Paul. It's no surprise. I have florals planned. I have been busy making lots of things that I can't show you, but I've been making for blog hops and Facebook challenges and things like that are coming up. I've been making for classes and whatnot. So yeah, it's been a hive of creativity in my craft room the last few days. So that is exciting. So I know, shocker, Mandy, florals it is, because my brain is frazzled in a good way, but frazzled from all the creating that's been going on in this room. So we went out for family kind of brunch this morning. So I had a lazy start to the day, had a lovely brunch out. It's my last day of my holiday. I have been very fortunate to have been off work since the 11th of December was my last working day. So I had the Friday the 12th through until today, which has been delightful, but has gone really quickly. Where does 3 weeks go? So yes, it's flown by. It's been lovely. We've caught up with friends. We've seen, spent time with family. We've had a lovely Christmas. It's been lots of downtime, lots of crafting time. So yes, ready to get going for the new year though. Ready to get back into a routine. Ready to get back with lots of crafting things. Sunday blue, so the blue flowers are very out. A few naps here and there. To be honest, I've had long lay-ins rather than naps, Paul. So it's I've not needed my afternoon naps because I've laid in till very late some mornings, disgustingly late, really, nearly lunchtime some mornings. But it's been nice. It's been really nice to just have a chilled few weeks and kind of have those days where we've just done nothing, and other days where we've gone out for lovely long walks. We went down the seafront and walked along New Year's Eve? New Year's Day? Don't know. Anyway, one of the days. It was very nice. It was very sunny. I put a post on my stories to prove I was there, to prove I was out in the sunshine and not in my craft room. So what have I got to share with you? So I continue to share the Connect and Create event. So just to say about that, registration will close if you're hoping to join this. Registration will close Thursday, and to give time for emails to go out from Catherine and Jodie to get everyone on the platform and all that kind of stuff. If you've joined and you've not seen an email, please check your spam, because there's lots of people that have joined. The registration has gone over 500, which is incredible. But it does mean that there's lots of emails going out to potentially new people, so they might land in your spam. So please make sure that you're checking that. If you've registered and checked your spam and not had an email from Catherine and Jodie, then please let me know, and I can reach out to them to find out where that might have gone to. So you should have had an email by now, and you'll be getting onto the platform shortly. So it's next Saturday that takes place. I've been asked to be a demonstrator as part of the event. It's not my event, it's Catherine and Jodie's event. There are 5 classes run by 5 different demonstrators. You'll have A4 and letter size measurements. They are pre-recorded, but they'll kind of go live at set times. So if you can't be there at that time, but you still would like to participate, you'll have access for a full year. So you can really watch whenever you would like to watch. So that's happening. I've got my double class at the end of January, which is using this one. There is also a super awesome kit that is attached to this one, so you can get the class on the Friday night and the Saturday night from me, which will be 6 projects, including some fancy folds. And then you can add on the super awesome kit to that if you would like to participate in that kit as well. Have I got classes beyond January? Yes, I do. Yes, I have dates. Yes, I have them planned in my head. No, they're not on my website, but I will be getting to that. So February's double class is this one, which is Fragrant Layers. So that will be with the mixed something paper. What's the paper called? Mixed something. Mixed. I think it's just mixed. Mixed up patterns. So it'll be that one plus mixed up patterns papers. And March, I'm waiting for the release of the online exclusives. Not saying it will be online exclusives, but I'm just trying to hedge my bets as to which product I want to use. How did I talk Brian into a floral bundle? I know, it's January. It was easy to talk him into it, but apparently we're not doing one for the next time round. I've been told. No more florals. Right, anyway, less of me gabbing. Let's make some stuff. So I have on my desk some of the product of the month papers. You might have other blue papers in your stash. So this is True Blue Florals. You can earn this. You can not earn it. You can buy it for £5 if your order reaches a total of 70. That was the December product of the month. But if you didn't purchase it in December and there is still product left, you can add it to an order in January, I believe. But you might have it and you might be looking for ideas. And if you don't have it, I'm sure you might have some other blue paper that we can mix and match. So anyway, less talking, more making. Let's get to my desk. Hi, Danette. How are you? Happy New Year. Okay. I have not only been creating, but I've been preparing for this live. It's the 4th of January. It won't last. It won't last. So I have pre-cut some florals. Ta-da! So this is the dies that goes with this bundle. So Simply Beautiful has this die pack. Simply Beautiful dies. So there's the outlines to these large florals, and they are big. And you've got the die. No, wait. No, I just have a lie down. These dies here are what I have cut out. And if we get time, which I think we will because I have prepared these, I have got a little bit of heat embossing. Ooh, with some other florals. And we'll be able to make another card with that. So there we go. This die set does have some leaves in it. It's got these little leaves here. Compared to the size of it, they're all right. They kind of peek out a little bit. There is this big leaf here, which sort of size-wise fits the flower. But I have pulled in this one, which is Nature's Symphony dies. This comes with like the greeny bluey papers in the, is this in the mini or is it online? Mini, I think. There's this leaf piece here. Amazing. And so that will cut out that big leaf. Paul's like, I see watercolouring. Yeah, me too. So I'm gonna, that is cut out of watercolour cardstock, which is why Paul is predicting watercolouring when he is correct. So I've got some Balmy Blue and Night of Navy, and we're going to watercolour these flowers and leaves. I'm on a roll, I know. Like I say, Karen, it won't last. It might not even last till next week, but, you know, we'll make hay while the sun shines, you know. It's all good. We'll enjoy it while it lasts. You'll get 2 cards out of me tonight because I'm organised. I said you're nearly finished with your Christmas cards for next year by the looks of your socials. You've been on a roll chopping up paper. What a good idea. Karen's been chopping up all her Christmas papers to get card fronts ready for using up some of her DSP, her Christmas paper stash that she has. What a good idea. So, right, I'm going in with some Balmy Blue and some, I should bring the water in so you can see. I've got a little water here. And we'll just add a little bit of Balmy Blue to these. So these have been cut with watercolour card so that they'll hold the water and they won't bubble, I guess is the word for it. If you've got some shimmery card, the shimmer white card left in your stash, it's retired and left us quite a little while ago, but that would be great for these flowers as well, because you'd get, not only it would hold the watercolouring, but it would have a bit of shimmer on it as well. Let me move that out of the way because it's casting a shadow. That's the only thing with lights and things, you've got to be mindful of where they are. I don't like to talk tech too much because it jinxes things, but I'm hoping that the connectivity and the view and everything on the screen tonight is good. We have recently swapped over. I am no longer on Wi-Fi. We are wired. I'm hardwired in. So if it's not good now, it's never going to be. So hopefully it's a good connection. Doing all the speed tests and everything was showing a great connection. So technically, I hope we are sorted. It's can we try, because my craft room is actually in what was our garage. That is therefore an outdoor, where you see all my inks and stuff is technically an outdoor, well, it's not technically, it is an outdoor wall to our house. So essentially, I know I've got a roof over my head here, but I'm technically in the garage or the garden. And so the Wi-Fi connection going through the outdoor wall and back into the house and stuff is always been a little dodgy, challenging. I've tried various options, but I'm hoping that actually plugging it directly in will now resolve any of those issues. I'm not to say I won't get technical issues, they happen, but hopefully it will stop that being a little bit more iffy. Right, so that's all Balmy Blue, and now I'm going to do the leaves in Night of Navy. So I'm just going to add some water. You don't want to saturate this. I'm just adding some to get it slightly wet. Can you see? Hopefully, you can kind of see that it's water on there, but not dripping. There's not like water flowing off it, but you can certainly see that it's wet, and that is one of the hardest things with the watercolor, is the amount of water and the control that you're getting on your cardstock, so that you don't have it flooding everywhere and being too watery, or when you're putting the ink on that it's too dry and then it doesn't flow. So it's just practicing kind of that water control, I suppose. Can you see that then shifts across the leaves? So I'm going to go darker down the spine. Oop, that navy is a strong colour, or can be. If you go a bit too gentle, I guess, with the blues, the navy particularly, the Night of Navy has got like a pink undertone to it. So your ink can go a little bit pink if you go a little bit too gentle, but it's just somewhere in between. Man, it nipped out of the room. Did you blink and miss it? She left the room, she came back, Emma's finished painting. It's watercolour cardstock. And that will just allow you to put a good amount of water on there. You could do something similar with the basic white, but you definitely wouldn't be able to add as much ink and wet to it as you can with the watercolour. So I'm just adding the really strong navy down the centre of those leaves, like lots of pigment, and then just tap that out. There we go. Let's move that. Isn't that pretty? I know leaves don't often come in a blue, but with artistic license, hey, I do like a blue. I know. I'm not. Can you see on the ink pad where it's wiped? It's got that pink. That's from the blue. That's from the bluey pinky undertone. I'm not colour trained, if you like. Like I've never looked like. I just know. I know what I like with colours together. The theory of colour. I should probably research a little bit more than I know. But yeah, it was a surprise to me when it turns pink. Let's dry this off. Dry the back of it as well. Most of these are dried, but I will give them a little extra while I've got the heat gun out. Oh, see, now you're asking me technical questions, Mandy. I'm not going to stab a guess. Mandy has asked what the difference is between cold press and hot press. It is the way in which it's made up. I prefer. What do I prefer? I don't have the. I prefer the. Is that hot press or cold press? I don't know. I need to look up. I like a bobbly watercolour. I like one that's not too smooth. Because I like the texture to it. I think it's hot press, the one that I use. Danette says, I'm excited about the next weekend. Of course, I don't have any new products in my hand, but nevertheless excited. I know, it'll be exciting. And I think that there's so many ideas. There's 5 different classes. And even if you don't have new products, you can then get excited about the product and decide which ones you're going to make or remake or what have you. Right, what should we do? Should we make this card up and then make another one, or should I do the painting and then make both cards at once? Should I make this card up? Let me make this one, shall we? And then we can come back and do a bit more. Oh, never apologise for a question, because I'm going to go away and do some research on that. I know which paper I like, and I know which paper I use a lot of. I just can't tell you whether it's hot or cold pressed. Paul says, if you love soft blended washes and textures, go for cold press. If you want fine details and smooth, go for hot press. Interesting. See? I've got the, it's cold press. Okay, cold press is the one I like. So washes, Paul's right. So soft blended washes, like if you want loose watercolors, I like the cold pressed. Okay, what are we going to do with this flower? We're going to assemble it. Flower assemble. Let's add a little bit of glue onto here. So there's two different dyes. This one, and that one. So I'm going to alternate between to layer up this flower. Now you can make this flower with just 2 layers. You absolutely do not need 4 layers. Just going a little bit extra. Just giving it a push in the middle. This is a beautiful dye. Lovely. And then I've die cut a center. There's a small center and a large center. This is the large center from the die. There is this small one here. There's 2 of them. And then there's one of the large pieces. Cold press is unironed. Yes. I don't like ironing. It's probably the right paper for me. There we go. Hot iron is hot and hot press, smooth like ironing a shirt, and cold is unironed. Like that. Yeah. So there we go. We've got our centre to our flower and our leaves. We just need some paper with this, don't we? So let's pick one of our, I think I'm going to go darker. I love this one, is my favourite. Love that. And if you've seen any of the samples with this paper, they've added some blending to these flowers to make them coloured. They've added some yellow centres to them. They look really pretty. Let's go. That's quite nice, isn't it? Have that one. That one's nice. Could do a mix of 2. I've used that one quite a bit. Let's do maybe a mix and match of the 2. Paul says, I thought that, or paint splats, but the centers of the flowers would make excellent rain splashes. I agree. How wide is my card? Let's go 9 centimeters by 9 centimeters. Let's do that one. 9 by 9. Who's ended up with this blue floral paper in their stash? Did anyone else get the product of the month in December? I know we're all probably quite busy. And so it's such a busy time, isn't it? I imagine, like me, if you have got it, you probably haven't done a huge amount with it. Or you might have had lots of crafting time. Man says, I have it stone paper. The blues are nice, aren't they? I like them. That's too big. Let's go smaller. Do I do 9 by 9? Let's do 7.5 by 7.5. So like 3 inches by 3 inches. glue. To kind of offset that blue there, like a hint of that. There we go. Sue says yes, unopened at the moment. I know. I wonder what January's product of the month's going to be. It'll come out on Tuesday. So 6th of January, we'll get to see what that is. I am intrigued. Let's do that. And put some dimensionals on this. Because this is only DSP, we want a few dimensionals on here just to give it a bit of stability. And then I've gone off center with the light blue underneath, so I'm going to go straight with the dark blue. So if your back panel is there, then I'm going to line up that so that the top dark blue visually is the straight, and then you've got the off center, whichever way you're going to go with the light blue underneath, just pulling in the light blue from the flower and then the darker blue leaves. So that will get stuck on there, and what I'll do is pin that down with some tape and just a touch of wet glue on a couple of those leaves just to hold that. And we can give a little bit of texture to. Peel that up so that we don't see the tape through the flower. And then again, we'll just put a dimensional or two. Morning, Sylvia. A beautiful blue sky day here, and Emma. A great way to start the week. Oh, I'm glad you're starting the week joining me. It's already Monday with you. I'm hanging on to my Sunday. Although I am looking forward to seeing people back. I am looking forward to seeing everyone back at the office and seeing how their Christmas was and stuff. So it'll be nice to catch up with everyone. I shall just miss my lion and my crafting tomorrow. Be a shocker to the system. Right, we've got that. I was thinking about adding some like linen thread or something like that. I don't think it needs it. I might see if I can squeeze a little sentiment in, but again, I don't know if it needs it. It's Paul. It's Cad Monkey is Paul. Lizzie says, who's Cad Monkey? In disguise. Okay. Lovely arrangement. It's got some really nice sentiments in it. It's got a couple of nice flowers, which we'll play with in a minute. But the Just a Note would be a nice one, I think. Mixing and matching lots of bits and bobs tonight. She thought so. Let's grab some navy. We've got those lovely dyes. We don't need to do much else with that. But we will pop that. You could heat emboss a sort of a gold sentiment onto some navy or something, but I'm just keeping it more simple. Maybe up here. I kind of like it down here actually. There, I think I'm going to have it at the bottom. I need, there we go. Oh, that is chilly. That's been on my windowsill and it's cold. These foam adhesive strips, although they are slightly deeper than your dimensionals, they are perfect for little sentiments like this. And because that's raised up anyway, it doesn't matter that this is deeper. There we go. We can put that on a night of navy card base, maybe. Navy is quite nice, isn't it? Let's do that. The only thing with a navy base is you are going to need an inside panel, or you need to write with like a metallic pen when you're writing your card. So let's add a layer in. Oh, thanks, Jeanette. I think sometimes with busy or bolder papers, actually a little touch of them can be quite nice, can't it? It's just like a hint of the papers behind. It doesn't help us get through our stash very quickly, but it's quite nice on the card. Let's add that. What we can do is bring some of that inside. Maybe just like a slither, maybe. Let's do. It's not very imaginative, but it's quite nice to have a little touch in there. Australia and New Zealand, I think, are waking up. Good morning, everyone. It's, what time is it? 9:20 here in the UK. We must have nearly all the time zones. Let's know where you're. What time is it with you? Where are you? Where are you? What are you up to this morning, afternoon, evening? I think most people are familiar with the YouTube lives, but if you're not, you can, whilst I'm live, you can chat in the chat. And then once the live is finished, which it hasn't yet, but when the live is finished, that you can see the chat, but you can't chat in the chat. But you can then put comments. So it's kind of a bit different to Facebook in that you've got two places that you can comment. Just in case anyone's struggling to comment when I'm live, you can't go to the comment box, you've got to go to the chat. And I believe a few people have said to me, I should look at this a bit more, but a few people have said to me it's easier to use the YouTube app than it is to go directly onto YouTube to find the chat. If you want to chat, the chat pops up on the app more than the main page. Apparently, I need to do some research into that. Paul is in the afternoon. Had lunch? Not had lunch. Oh, Debbie's crafting along using the In Bloom dies. Nice. Sylvia's at brunch time. I like a 10:20 in the morning. She needs early morning. Cup of coffee in hand, I hope. Okay. Shall we do the opposite? So we will go dark blue flowers, light blue leaves. Pop that one out the way. We could put a few. Do you know what would be nice on this? I might come back to it. Some loose gold. In fact, I'm going to stick some on now. My favorite go-to sequins. These gold, loose gold. If you've not got these in your stash, they are awesome. I don't know, it says 4:20 with a nice afternoon cup of tea. Nice. I feel like it was 4:25 minutes. Literally, I feel like I've blinked and this afternoon's gone. It's gone fast. Fast. No, I have been busy. Let's tuck that. Where should we tuck that last one? In there, maybe? Let's put that under there. I think that's kind of okay that it's just peeking from there. Paul says no lunch yet. Daughter and granddaughter coming from an early. Oh yeah, early dinner. So we did that. We had breakfast a bit late. We didn't have lunch, and then we did dinner. I made a sweet and sour chicken tonight with lots of peppers and pineapple and onions. It was really, if I do say so myself, delicious. But sweet and sour is one of my most favourite dishes, so I'm a bit biased, I think. If we have Chinese and stuff, sweet and sour is always my go-to. I do like it. Right, this is where the magic appears, because can you see I've got the embossing on there? Watercolour cardstock, I've Versamarked and stamped 2 of the same and 1 side flower and then a leaf. And the flower I have stamped is this one. So lovely arrangements. I've stamped those 2 of that and 1 of that. This, because it's a solid leaf, it's really pretty, but I wanted to watercolour inside the lines and that won't allow me to watercolour. So I have mixed and matched with some big leaves from the Simply Beautiful, and I've got those 2 flowers with that leaf. So that's where the stamps have come from. And so I'm going to take, I've got a size 6 round brush, but any of the like water painters are fine. I've got a big old tub. My paintbrush tub is on my what are they called? IKEA things. What the word has escaped me. Pegboard. It's on an IKEA pegboard. It's in one of those tubs, and I've just got all my brushes. So I've got big wide brushes, round brushes, thin brushes, all my water painters. And it really is, honestly, I've got my fancy takeaway travel one that I got. There's several ones of those. They all just live in there together, and generally it's mainly whatever comes to hand, because they all kind of, apart from I won't paint flowers with a big fat brush like that, but whichever one of these comes to hand, they all pretty much do much of the same. But yeah, that's my stash of water painters that are within reach of my desk. So I mix and match. Whether I use water painters are great. These painters, they're brilliant, but they're really they're great for travel. And if I've got a pot of water on my desk, I tend to use a paintbrush rather than a water painter one, because I've got more control over the water with a brush than I do. This potentially could pour more water out than I want. So I tend to use that when I'm wanting a little bit more control. Which way round was I doing this? I've been too busy talking. Right, so light blue. I'm going to add balmy blue onto these leaves, and I'm going to keep it fairly light and soft. These leaves are easy to colour. There's a big space. And I'm just going to bring some really strong ink. So I'm taking like the tip of the brush going into the very darkest ink, and just coming along the lines here to add in some darker colour. And I'm going to wash that off and then pick up and just come back in while it's still slightly wet, and then tap that out a bit and then come back in with even darker colour to add in. I can always pull some of that. Oop, I've got too much on my brush. There. So we've got our balmy blue leaves. And they'll just dry off. Lizzie, happy new year, happy new crafting year all. Here's to lots of inspiration. Here's to lots of lovely crafting in 2026. Can you believe it? Last year, honestly, it just felt like it went so quick. I think we have lots of lovely crafting this year. I think I've said it before. I like crafting all year round, but I love this time of year. It's still kind of wintry, like hunker down in the craft room kind of weather. And all the Christmas stuff has mostly been put away, hasn't it? Let's be honest, we're finished with our Christmas crafting. And we get to craft with lovely different not new colours, but different to Christmas colours. And it feels so fresh to be past the Christmas crafting and onto fresh colours. I'm always more inclined to go really bright and bold colours at this time of year, probably more so than maybe in the summer as well, because I'm just ready to get out all those bright different colours. So that is Night of Navy. So I'm going to go again and say I've already watercoloured on here. I think hopefully you can see the white lines. And if you're newer to watercolouring, I'd say maybe watercolour with gold or a silver so that you can see the lines. But having the embossing edge helps contain the ink into the image. So it's quite helpful because it resists the ink. And so while that's still got wetness to it, then I'm going to add some stronger colour just around the centre. Just tap that in. That's quite a lot. That's a lot. And let that flood out into the flower. And you'll see the difference between it drying, like it starts to dry out. He says they still need to back away. Like, I think sometimes I put my Christmas stuff not away but to one side, and so that way I'm not doing Christmas at the minute, but I might come back to it and kind of, make some stuff ahead. I say that it'll be November when I end up doing most of my Christmas cards. As always. I was quite early with classes, which is helpful because it does help me make some Christmas cards. But I'm never as organised as I think I am planning to be in my head. I always admire people who do like Christmas in July or Christmas. It's just not me. I always want to be that far ahead, but I just never am. Never. There we go. That balmy blue's gone quite dark, isn't it? It's gone a bit turquoisey, actually. That's okay. As soon as you've got classes to start, finish, or even start. This is true. The trouble is, if you pack them away for next year, it's like what were they? Where are the instructions? Maybe have a purge of Christmas stuff in January. Just like blitz them. Okay, these all have dyes. So Night of Navy, Balmy Blue. Let's put that out the way. Water out the way. That's the most important thing. And let's grab dyes. So the outline leaves are from the Simply Beautiful, and the other dyes are from this one, which is called Lovely Arrangements. So this has got an awesome dye in it. This one, so good. I could cut some of the. I could show you that. I could cut some of the. I'll cut some of the paper in that. Let's have classes and haven't finished kits. I have an open advent calendar to play with. So much pressure. So much lovely stuff, isn't there? We all just need months of craft time, don't we? The beauty with the advent kit is because it's not Christmas. You could have a countdown to your birthday and maybe open it then later. I'm not sure when birthdays are, but you could open it later in the year when you kind of feel like, do you know what? I've got time, or I've got a holiday, or I've got a weekend that I want to sit and craft and like treat yourself. I know other things will maybe come along, but you can sort of set some things aside. Jess says my birthday is Wednesday. Wednesday it is then. You could crack it all open then. Just open all 12 days at once. One big birthday treat. Right. Oh. I really like that there's a side-on flower. Janine says hasn't helped having my arm in a sling since the beginning of December. No, that will have slowed progress. Right. Some right around. Definitely the correct sandwich. Let me go that way. There we go. Oh, Lizzie, just opened my calendar tonight and creating a card. Did you just open all of it? Did you just decide I'm going to open all 12 doors? I don't blame you. I was doing really well. I was opening like a day a week, and I was kind of gradually opening it. And then I just lost all control and decided to open it all in one go. And zero self-control. I was just like, right, let's just get this thing opened. I lasted longer than I thought I might. Okay. Oh, this die. These are big leaves because they go with the big flower, but I'm okay that they're big for these. I think at this time of year, whether it's December or January birthday, Shaz, I think you're well within the rules to create yourself a second birthday. I think like it's the 4th of, like, when's your birthday? Wednesday. What's that? Sunday, 5th, 6th, 7th of January, 7th of July. There we go. You can have a half birthday on the 7th of July. I think it's only fair. And you have to just celebrate the year and the half. You don't have to celebrate. You don't have to jump a year ahead. That would be mean. Let me put that. I'm just trying to be good and put my dies away so that I don't lose them. Jackie says, what is my favourite bit from the cat? Oh, good question. And I have an answer for that. Spoiler alert, if anyone hasn't opened their calendar, there is some gold glitter glue in there. I can't tell you which door it's under because I can't remember. But it's good. So this is why I can't decide about the virtual card retreat. I think sometimes I think, you kind of have to go, do you know what, I'm just going to catch up on the things I do have. Otherwise, the overwhelm is kind of a bit much. And you can feel this pressure to like jump into the next thing and the next thing. So you've got to do what you've got time for. I know I can't join the virtual retreat live because I'm running a class myself, but I had FOMO over the stamp sets, and I do plan on running a bit of a class with the exclusive set. So if that helps persuade you, as soon as Lizzie found it, door number 11. Okay, if anyone's looking for the thing that I'm talking about in the advent calendar, door 11. Okay, look at this die. Isn't it amazing? It's like a grid of circles. I love that. You could cut that apart. You could have it. You could make what do you call it? Scalloped edges. Yes, this is true. So you're planning to do the class. So yeah, I know it's tricky. You can't be in all the places at all the time. Sometimes there'll be another one. I'm not saying it's not going to be good, but there'll be another one as well. It's probably not helping your decision because I'm like, let's add. I kind of want it to be square. I might cut another one. The rectangle is nice, but I think I want it square. Let's grab. Ooh. Grab another one. How are we going for time? We're nearly at the hour mark. Where does the time go? Paul is an enabler. Paul is saying that's what replays are for. Just do it. The replay will be there. I love it. FOMO is a real thing, isn't it? It's a real thing. They'd make good shaker pieces, wouldn't they? They'd make great shaker pieces. Okay. I kind of only need to extend it by 1 maybe, but I could extend it by 2. Look at that. It's kind of cool, isn't it? Let's glue that together. So do we decide 2 a piece? So we're going to go across 2. Come on, glue. There we go. So we will pop one over the other. create a square. That is then 6 by 6 rather than 6 by 4. And shall we pop that up on dimensionals? Why not? So you definitely want one in each corner for sure. We don't need to put a dimensional on every single circle, as tempting and as aesthetically pleasing as that might be. I think we'll be fine with kind of. Oh, I don't know. It's so it's so tempting. Fill the circles. Fill the circles. Okay. Let's take these off. Oop. This would look so good in gold or a silver foil or a glittery glimmer foil as well, wouldn't it? All things. Let's put that on there. So you've got the square and you've got it raised up. I mean, if that in itself is not a reason to buy those dies, I don't know what is. That is such a cool die. I love it. Dun, dun, dun. You know, in the advent there is some little, I'm giving all the things away, there's some little stickers. You could put little stickers on little, like, or little hearts or something. You could have a few of these with little hearts or something. You can find some of your small stamps. Even like in the bees, look, there's like a little heart and a little flower. You could sort of stamp different bits across the little. You could find all your little tiny teeny stamps to go across them. It's got like a little star. I've just seen what was in there that was small. You could have the bee or something. Cute. Right, I'm getting distracted. Come back. This is bonus day start on the 6th of January. So you will get a voucher as well as your Stampin' Rewards bonus days. They are, you earn the vouchers and then you'll get them back to spend another time, which is coming up soon. Yeah, it's one of those Tuesdays this week where there's going to be loads of things going on. There'll be a new product of the month. There'll be bonus days. There's the ordering from the new stuff going live. It's all the things happening at all the same time. Right. This is a new ribbon, which is, what is it? Secret Sea, like a meshy ribbon. We've got that. Or I've got a lovely gingham, which is nice. I think I might add the gingham. I could do a bit of both, but the gingham probably is the way to go, I think. I think I would keep it. I'm tempted to cut this down to be thinner, but I think it's fine as it is. I might just add some linen thread onto it. I've not stuck those flowers on yet, so let's do. I'm going to do a double bow with the linen thread. So I leave my tail down. I am left-handed. So if you're following along and it's all a bit like back to front and a bit strange, I'm sorry about that because I am left-handed. So I'll go round twice and then the tail will come up to the top. And then I'll take the tail that's down the bottom and I'm going to go around both of those. So it's going to go around the whole of that and come back through this loop here that you have created. So I'm coming back through there and that will then tie the knot in the middle of your double bow. And so you get one set of tails coming down, but you get a double bow. That will stick. So I'm going to go a couple of glue dots onto the top of the bow. So you've got the bow plus the bow. And then we'll put that under the edge of that flower. So I'm going to glue dot that onto the, again, more glue dots, but we're going to glue dot that onto that circle there. And then that will allow us to just use one-dimensional tool. Normally you might want to use 2 or, dare I say 3, but certainly 2. But this edge here, you've got the dimensional going down into this gap, and that edge will take the bulk of that bow. So you don't have to, it'll sit nicely without having to put extra dimensionals to keep that away. And it says all the best people are left-handed. But my husband's left-handed and our son is right-handed. But yeah, it's I think so. Let's put that with a dimensional. Again, I'm gonna go dimensional in the middle, and I kind of flip-flop between doing, like, I cut right-handed, I write left-handed. Most left-handed people would have their scissors in their left hand. I have them in my right hand. And so yeah, I don't know. Kind of, I think I'm a bit of both. I definitely write left-handed. That's my, I'd say I'm definitely left-handed, but I eat right. I suppose I eat right-handed, like fork, knife. Yeah. Put dimensionals on there. So I've got dimensionals at the bottom of the flower, and then that's going to slide underneath here. And again, we could add on, what sentiment shall we do? Shall we do a birthday? The birthday in this one's quite nice as well. It's just a normal birth. I'll say normal, just a normal, straightforward happy birthday. Nothing, no fancy fonts. Sue says I'm left-handed, but some things right-handed included. That's interesting. I didn't know that, Sue. Sue's a right-handed fussy cutter as well. There you go. I think just most scissors are right-handed. It's potentially why. Right, let's put that here. So I want to, I could do a same kind of sentiment underneath actually, as the same as the just a note. Quite like that. Could put that down below or on top of the flowers. I think I'm erring towards on top of the flowers. I think it's kind of down there. Below or on top? What do you think? On top of the flowers. Kind of there. Keeps it all contained in that square, doesn't it? Or we could go underneath there. Bit hidden. Pull that ribbon out the way a little bit. I think it's, yeah, it hides a bit under the, it's in the shadows a bit, isn't it? Let's go on top. Use up some of our dimensionals. Oop, that way round. Will one dimensional be enough? Yes. Let's go. I'm going to put a little bit of dimension. I'm going to pull a bit of dimensional off of that. So I've got a bit of dimensional in the middle because I want that to sit on that leaf. And I'll put a little bit of glue on that side. So it'll kind of sit on that leaf and then glue onto the flower. And then this edge will just hover a bit in thin air. But that's okay. The flower will hold it. And then we can use some of our sequins again. Oop. Put them back in there. Let's grab. Oop. Let's see. The larger sequins of these fit perfectly, but the medium ones are okay too. The small, you kind of have to roll up the glue dot a little bit to sit behind. There's just so many in that. It's like a never-ending pot of sequins. It's a forever pot. Those around the sentiment, and I think we'll do the same. Should I grab the same? We'll do we could do a balmy blue base, couldn't we? Balmy blue, night of navy. The night of navy definitely pops. Or you've got blue. It's got to be navy, hasn't it? Definitely, it's got to be navy. I think the blue would work. The balmy blue would work if we had done the circle background in the balmy circles. It would sit then onto the balmy blue base. But I think with the navy there, the choice would be to go navy base. So go. Do that on there. Could add some splatters if you wanted to, add some Wink of Stella. I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it plain, well, plainish. And then again, just a white inside. We could have a little bit of that navy blue paper, the same as we've got. This bit. Just do 1.5 centimeters wide, so about 1/2 inch, and just pull that into here. Just pulls through some of the paper. There we go. Which is your favourite? Big flower or small flowers? Which is your favourite? I'll make you pick now. Which of the two flowers? Is it flowers or flowers? There we go. So fun. Nice to do flowers in blue. It's a little bit different. I think a blue will always work. It's a bit of a neutral colour, but it'll work generally. Bex says she loves both. Beautiful. So hopefully you might, if you've got these papers, hopefully you might give them a go. If you do, tag me, let me know that you've had a go and recreated these. I'd love to see what you've made. And if you've made them maybe in a different colourway, they would be fun to make. Use up some of your designer paper stash that you might have. Let's try and tuck that under there a little bit so we can see that. There you go. Circles for the win. They are fun, aren't they? Super. Each has its own personality. I love that. Right, where are we? Oh, goodness me, 10 o'clock on a school night. Thank you for joining me. I will be back next week. We'll be into full swing, back to routine, back to work, back to all the things. So Sunday the 11th, I'll be back here live. As I say, cut off for the Connect and Create event classes. I will put the link up again. Closes on Thursday, so if you've been thinking about joining that and you're thinking I'll do that in the new year, I'll do that once Christmas is over, now is your reminder to go join if you want to do that. I'd love you to use the link that I've shared. I have a class the week of the 19th, so on the 23rd, 24th, I've got a class using this lovely and beautiful florals on the Friday and Saturday night. That is up on my website, coastalcrafter.com. And all the rest of my classes will come up as I get them posted. So it'll be in the next week or so. I'll get them up for the February classes. Have a fab week, everyone. I hope going back to work and back to routine is not too much. And I'll see you on the other side next Sunday. Take care, everyone. Have a good week. Bye.